Morning students, welcome back to the class pollution of air and water. Now we shall move on to the another topic of this chapter is water pollution. Students, we all know that is in our earlier classes we have studied that water is a precious resource and even water is called as a universal solvent also we know, and number of diseases which are cured through the water therapy also we have already learnt, isn't it? So we know that various activities we are going to include in a daily life with water, isn't it? Thus so we can directly say we need water for each and everything. So we have seen that water is becoming scarce due to increase in population, industries and even agricultural activities. We have already seen or we have already heard about that is how water becomes dirty after we use it for washing clothes, bathing, etc. This means that we are adding some more materials to the water which spoils it, the quality and even changes its smell and even the color. By the time whenever we are going to add number of soaps or detergents or any other substances, a powder, anything which we are going to add it to the water, it is going to change physically, isn't it? Physically the color and even smell of water what happen are going to vary whenever such harmful substances as sewage, toxic chemicals, silt, etc. get mixed with water. The water gets or water becomes which one? Polluted. So the substances which pollute the water are called as which one? That is water pollutants. So here water pollutants have become a major source for number of water problems, isn't it? And even these pollutants are mainly what happen, they are affecting the health of organisms which are living in the earth. The study of a Ganga. Ganga is one of the famous rivers of India. You all know it is called as a sacred river. It sustains most of the northern, central, and eastern Indian population. Most of people depend on it for their daily needs and even their livelihood. However, recently a study by the Worldwide Fund of Nature found that Ganga is one of the 10 most endangered rivers in the world. You all know that is what happened. It has been become a endangered rivers in the world because of which one they are telling, because of a human activities itself. The pollution levels have been rising for many years. We have reached this stage because the towns and the cities through which the river flows through large quantities of garbage, untreated sewage, dead bodies, and many other harmful things directly into the river. So they are going to pour number of substances, so they are going to wash the clothes and even their animals are washed, and even they are going to throw the number of garbages. Not only that one, by thinking if the body is put into the Ganga river, they will think that is they will be getting moksha. So through the all those things what happened, the Ganga river is getting worsened day by day. In fact, the river is dead for many places where the pollution levels are high that aquatic lives cannot survive. So aquatic lives like what happened, fishes or amphibians or number of algae or number of plants and animals which are living in the river, what happened, they cannot survive because of a toxic like substances which are thrown to the river. Thereby the concentration of these substances day by day what happened, it is increasing. In the olden days there was a saying that is, if we consume a Ganga water we will get that is some more number of valuable substances like minerals which we are going to intake. So that's why they were calling the Ganga river as a sacred, because in the earlier days what happened, the Ganga river was carrying number of minerals in that, so it has a high value. But nowadays rather than that nutrients or minerals, what happened, number of microorganisms growth has become the most in the river. That is why it has become unfit for drinking and even for the living of any aquatic animals. So an ambitious plan to save the river called Ganga Action Plan, it was launched in the year 1985. It aimed to reduce the pollution which is caused in the river. However, the increasing population and industrialization, what happened, it has been damaging day by day and it cannot be controlled. So, the government has launched a new initiative known as National Mission for the Clean Ganga in the year 2016. So, let us take a specific example here. They have given the Ganga at Kanpur in Uttar Pradesh has one of the most polluted stretches of the river. Kanpur is one of the most populated town in Uttar Pradesh. So, hereby the people, the stretches they are telling in UP, what happened, they are going to throw number of waste materials to the Ganga, so thereby along with the water which start to run, these number of pollutants are also carried along with the water. The people can be seen bathing, washing clothes, and defecating in the river. They also throw garbages, flowers, idols of God and goddesses, and non biodegradable polythene plastics into the river. The non biodegradable bags, such as plastics, isn't it so? By the time, whenever these are there in water or soil, they cannot be easily eaten away by number of organisms. So, even these non biodegradable substances, if it is there in water, even they start to increase the temperature of a river too. So that's why what happened, they are telling many of the flowers or idols are thrown, they are causing a severe damage to the water. At Kanpur, the more amount of water is comparatively small and flow of a river is very slow. Because of the human activity itself, the flow has become very low. In addition, Kanpur has more than 5,000 industries. So these industries means, you all know that is what happened. They are going to release number of substances like fertilizer, detergents, and leather and paint industries. They are going to release hot water or the colors or even chemical fertilizers. So all these waste, especially what happened, mainly affects the living organisms which are present in the water, and they are going to spoil the life of a river, and not only the river, even the organisms which are present in the water. So, effects of water pollution, what are those? We have to learn. These industries cause chemical contamination of water. The chemicals released include arsenic, lead, and fluorides, which led to the toxicity in plants and even in animals. Students, you might have observed the concentration of fluorides in North Karnataka has been increased. Whenever these fluoride concentration in water has been increased means the bone, what happens, formation will become weak in human being, and even a tooth formation also, what happen, will become weak, and the tooth will turn into yellowish in color. So that's why the fluorides are poisonous for the growth of any organism. There are regulations to prevent this. Industries are supposed to treat the waste produced before discharging into the water, but quite often the rules are not followed. The government has said that is, this hot water or even the superheated water should not be released, as they must be cooled and then they have to be released, and the fertilizers and the paints or whatever the colors which they are going to directly release to the water, it has to be filtered and then it has to be released, the government says, but no one is going to follow these number of rules. That's why what happened, the number of pollution in the water has been taking place. The soil is also affected by impure water, causing changes in acidity, growth of even worms, etc. We already have learnt it in the first chapter, that is a protection of crops, the problems which are mainly caused by industries and even that is pesticides. However, all these chemicals dissolve in water and are washed into water bodies from the fields. They also seep into the ground to pollute the underground water. That is why they are telling even the underground water which we are getting are not pure. Apart from this, even the rainwater which we are getting are not pure, because of which one, that is air pollution, which we have learnt. Sometimes untreated sewage is thrown directly into rivers. It contains food waste, detergents, microorganisms, etc. So it will become which one? The home for number of microorganisms, or a breeding home for number of organisms in a water. Can groundwater get polluted by sewage? Yes. How? Water contaminated with sewage may contain bacteria, virus, fungi and parasites which causes diseases like cholera, typhoid and even jaundice. The bacteria present in the fecus of mammals are indicating the quality of water. If water has these bacteria, it means that it has been contaminated by fecal matter. If such water is used by us, it can cause a various number of diseases like cholera, it may be typhoid or jaundice, or even what happened, diarrhea or loose motion, isn't it? So all these are mainly they are going to affect the health of a human being. That's why what happened, we have to see that is the pollution of our water has to be controlled. Not only the sewage, even what happened, any kind of a quarries or mining, also what happened, they are going to release a smaller minute particles of a soil along with the air whenever they are blasting, or even whenever mining, what happens, a minute amount of a soil or a small particles of a soil, what happens,